Hello everyone, Brian here with another game of Black Ops for you. This is Team Deathmatch on Crisis, and I'm going to start out by saying, man, I am a hurting pup today. I spent the last couple days working out in my yard and a little bit inside the house trying to get some of my Christmas decorations ready. And I want to say, what the hell day was it? Saturday. I was working out in the front yard for about 9 or 10 hours straight, dragging all the decorations out and putting all that stuff in the yard. And man, my body just does not recover as quickly as it used to when I was a lot younger from that kind of work day. Sometimes I think I work so much harder at home than I actually do when I'm at work. But I am quite sore, and I did sit my butt in my hot tub for a little while Saturday night, and it helped out somewhat, but I am just getting old, I guess. But I'm not going to bore you guys with all my aches and pains, so I know a lot of you really don't want to hear it. But what I am going to say, in this game, do you guys ever have those moments in life? I know the old saying goes, knock on wood, when you don't want to jinx yourself, and then you a lot of times end up doing it anyhow. In sports, you don't want to talk about, the no-hitter or the perfect game. It's just certain things you just don't say. Because you know, the second you do, the old superstition goes, the second you say it, it's going to happen. I had one of those moments in this game, and I'm not going to say it just yet, but I will definitely mention it as the game progresses. This game also, I will say up front that when I looked at the final score sheet, we were playing against some newer players. I don't think anyone was above level 40 on the other team. So that definitely had a lot to do with my success in this game. These guys obviously don't know the map very well and don't know where to look for other players. They obviously weren't paying attention to the mini-map at all either, as evidenced by the fact that it's early on in the game and I already have my attack helicopter and I already got my napalm strike sitting at the ready. And by looking at the mini-map, I assumed they were going to be spawning at the back part of the map since we had a guy on the beach, but apparently I was mistaken, or I just put it in the wrong spot. So I don't think I got any kills with it whatsoever. The spawns were flipping pretty quick in this game as well. I was hoping to keep these guys trapped at the beach so I could work this high ground a little bit, but it really didn't quite work out that way as the game progressed. As usual, some of my teammates just kept rushing into the enemy spawn and was just keep flipping it back and forth non-stop. That really seems to be the case in most of these Black Ops games so far. But you do what you can, you make the best of it. Eventually, I think people will learn the invisible lines that incorporate the spawn trap a little bit more, hopefully. And just this quick, I got my chopper gunner already. And at this point as well, I was talking to my teammates a little bit and trying to see if I could get these guys to push to the rear of the map to get the spawns to flip, so we could hopefully get these guys trapped at the beach. But I could see on the mini-map that a lot of the players weren't really going to be moving from the beach area, and some of them were camped out as well. So it didn't look like it was really going to happen. So I thought for a second about calling the chopper gunner in just then, but then I saw all the red dots pretty much in the immediate vicinity of me, so I wasn't sure if they were coming up to this high area through the house or where they were going to be coming from. So I didn't want to call it in just yet. I wanted to see if I could get a couple more kills here first and keep my streak alive. And still try to get my teammates to try to push to the rear of the map and get these spawns flipped. I was thinking about doing it myself, but I knew that even with a couple of my teammates still sitting in the beach area, even if I pushed in really far into the rear of the map, the spawns were not likely to flip anyhow because the percentages or number of my teammates were still on the other side, and just because it could be a futile effort on my part. So I still see all these dots around me, and I'm just wondering, alright, where are these guys? So I'm pretty much just circling this area and working it like a vulture of some sort, trying to figure out where the heck these guys are. I think they're coming in from beneath through, I guess, what the control room or whatever it might be. And it was around this point as well, I think I was talking to VDub Prime. You guys probably know him better as Astroplat from some of the comments he leaves on my channel. That, you know what, I haven't died yet. And that was pretty much my jinx moment. I do get a couple more kills immediately afterwards, and I get probably a little bit more aggressive here than I should. Like I said, and my teammates are starting to move towards the rear of the map a little bit, so I really wanted to try to push in here and get those spawns flipped. And there is my jinx moment where I finally died. So now that that's out of the way, and it looks like the enemy team is just scattered, all across the map on the one side, I figure I might as well just get it over with, call this chopper gunner in, and do the best I can with it. Because my effort to get all these guys just sitting on the beach wasn't going to happen. This was probably about as close to as I was going to get. Not that it really mattered anyhow. These guys were actually keen on shooting down air support, and one of the guys, I guess, broke out his umbrella and decided to get this chopper gunner out of the air, as evidenced by the warning buzzers I'm already getting after only a kill or two. I think he did miss a couple times though, because this stayed up in the air a little bit longer than I would have expected with the amount of buzzers I heard. But all in all, it still turns out to be a decent chopper gunner. Not some of the beast ones you might see on Nuketown or some of the other maps that are a lot more open than this. But I'll take it. It is what it is. I'm just normally happy when I can even achieve, the chopper gunner kill streak or one of the higher kill streaks. Because most games I don't even get the attack helicopter. A lot of times I'll end up with napalm a couple times, and that'll pretty much be it. And as you can see by this score, we are absolutely dominating this team, 6,000 and 1,900. Like I said, these guys were definitely all newer players, and we definitely took advantage of that fact. I think we had a couple of guys on our team that already prestiged, and I was on a pretty good streak this night anyhow, as you saw from my previous couple of videos. And I did get lucky right there, dodging that grenade, and then just circled around on him, and thankfully he didn't even move. Like I said, newer player, I guess he doesn't have the map knowledge or the experience yet in this game. And this was definitely one of those perfect examples you hear a lot of other commentators talk about, where they put up some of their best scores. You get into a game of team deathmatch or domination, and you have a lobby full of inexperienced players. So you couple that with the fact that I was actually having a decent gaming session, where I was just doing a little bit better in general. And these are pretty much the results that you get. And for me to try to make anything more of it than what it was would be a huge mistake. I am not even going to pretend for a split second that I did anything special in this game, other than the fact I took advantage of some less experienced players. So we'll just leave it at that, and we'll be happy with the score that I ended up with, and the fact that I went almost flawless. A game like this, we all know, does not happen very often for me. And since the game has only been out for a couple weeks, we've got to take advantage of it while we can. We may all have one more opportunity to do it for a couple weeks after the holidays come out. We're going to obviously have an influx of newer players once again. Take advantage of it, enjoy it while it lasts, because probably by New Year's or shortly thereafter, everyone will have learned the maps a little bit more and ranked up, and the feast shall be over. My final score in this game was a nice 24-1. Would have liked to have gone flawless, but oh well, I had my jinx moment. Still, one of my better games I'll ever have, probably. So until next time, guys, hope you really enjoyed the video. I will see you soon, and I hope you have a good one.